Myself, Mrs. Sneha Paringe. I am from Department of Information Technology, and today I'm going to explain the topic, that is service life cycle, which is come under the IT service management subject. Service life cycle basically usually works in a service management. The service management is a service management helps to provide the services across the various organization in the industry, and service is a basically a set of organizational capabilities which is used to provide the services for the customer in the form of some kind of value, like in a restaurant management system. The restaurant managers, the restaurant chain provides the service to the customer by providing the food service. So basically, that's why service is very much important in the industry. And to understand that, we need to understand the service life cycle. Service life cycle contains basically 5 phases, as you can see over here. The first one is a service strategy, which determines the basic information like what are the needs, priorities, demands of a particular customer. In the design phase, those needs and priorities are basically designs in the form of infrastructure, what are the processes and support mechanism which is going to needed to meet the requirements or meet the expectations of the customer. The third phase, that is a service transition phase, which validates the services, meets the functional and technical fitness criteria to justify that whether the product is ready to release to the customer or to give the delivery to the customer. In the service operation phase, basically it monitors the ongoing availability being provided. Suppose in some of the cases that whenever we are working on the service, if some components are required, so that that component should be available at that time whenever required. And during this phase, we also manage and resolve the incidents whatever happens in the service process flow. The last phase, that is continuous service improvement phase. Here, after the delivery or during the delivery, the training is provided, and the continuous service improvement after the delivery of the product will be managed by this particular phase. It coordinates the collection of data, information and knowledge regarding the quality and performance of service supplied to the activities after the delivery basically. So these are the 5 life cycle phases which are there in the service management. The next, we are going to see what are the function and processes across the service life cycle. So service life cycle, firstly we will see what are the processes. Process is basically policies or guidelines which are and activities which are going to complete the desired results whatever the customer want. And to complete this process or to work within this process, we require we need to understand, or we need to take care of these 4 characteristics. That is, the first one is a measurability, that the process or the activities which we are doing, that should be measurable. That is, like here in the performance can be measured. Managers want to measure the cost, quality and other variable which is there in the product, which needs to be delivered to the customer. So that should be measurable. The cost in a measure form, the quality in the measure form, then only the profit can be happen to the company. Then the next, specific results. Obviously, whatever the service we are providing to the customer, that should have the specific results after the particular process. So it can be individually identifiable or the countable. Then the next one is a customer. Obviously, in the process, we need to taken care of the customer phase. That customer can internal and external to the organization. And the last one is a responsiveness. It triggered when the process might be ongoing or iterative. It should be traceable to specific trigger. So whenever the customer or any kind of employee of the organization asks something or have the query, it should be responsible in the responsive in the process. The next, what are the functions? The function is a defined group of people. So how the particular process is functioning. So basically, if we can consider the organization, the organization's functions depend on these 4 particular things. That is, the first one is the service desk. Obviously, the reception counter of the organization or the service desk of the organization, that is one which is act as a point of communication and point of coordination. Technical management, as it contains the technical skills and resources, it needed to support the operations of IT and everything. So that's why technical team is important. Next one is the IT operation management. It executes the daily IT operations which is needed to manage the IT services and the organization and infrastructure in the organization. And the lastly, application management. It is responsible for managing the application throughout their life cycle. So whatever the life cycle, in the service life cycle, whatever the applications we are using, whatever the tools we are using, that will be managed by the application management. So today we have covered the three topics, that is what is service life cycle and what are the functions and processes across the life cycle. Thank you.